Luke chapter 2, verse 2. How could a big census be decreed by Augustus around 4 to 5 BC? Quote, when Quirinius was governor, if Quirinius didn't even become governor until the year 6 AD, like 10 years later. How can the Bible be correct when claiming that the great census that was decreed by Rome's Caesar Augustus about the time of Jesus' birth, circa 4 to 5 BC, occurred, quote, when Quirinius was governor, if Quirinius or Cyrenius didn't even become governor until the year 6 AD? Isn't this a clear case of the Bible being in error on matters of history? Not so fast, you hasty and biased atheists. Critics used this text for many years to make their case for a Bible that is unreliable. But it won't work, Sonny. Today there are a number of good reasons for giving the physician Luke the benefit of the doubt. Over and over, in references to 32 countries, 54 cities, and 9 islands, this Jewish scientist Luke has proven himself to be a reliable historian, as demonstrated by famed scholar and archaeologist Sir William Ramsay. Check it. To date, the only census documented outside the Bible near this time under Quirinius is the one referred to by the historian Josephus, Antiquities 18:26-1, which he says took place in 6 AD. So notice that Luke 2:2 says that the census that was taken around the time Joseph and Mary went down to Bethlehem was the first census taken while Quirinius was governor of Syria. This implies that there was a later census, most likely the one referred to by Josephus, which Dr. Luke would have also certainly known about too. There is good reason to believe that Quirinius was actually twice in a position of command. The Greek expression hegemonio in Luke 2:2, which is often translated quote governor, really just means to be leading or in charge of, over the province of Syria, which included Judea as a political subdivision. The first time would have been when he was leading military action against the Homonodentions during the period between 12 and 2 BC. His title may even have been military governor. A Latin inscription discovered in 1764 adds weight to the idea that Quirinius at least could have been in a position of authority in Syria on 2 separate occasions. To dismiss or doubt the authenticity of this claim or possibility simply because no explicit reference has yet been found is unwarranted and prejudicial, and is typical of atheist pre-programmed drones who obnoxiously, arrogantly want the Bible to have errors in it, and will dismiss any explanation or possibility. No one questions the historicity of the second census taken by Quirinius about AD 6 or 7, despite the fact that the sole authority for it is a single inscription found in Venice. So that's a wee bit inconsistent of atheists, isn't it? They doubt the Jewish physician historian Luke, but they don't doubt the Jewish traitor historian Josephus, who sold out, was an apostate and a friend of pagan Rome. Also, historical sources clearly show that Quirinius was favored by Augustus and was in active service to the emperor in the vicinity of Syria previous to and during the time period that Jesus was born. It is reasonable to conclude that Quirinius at least could have been appointed by Caesar to instigate a census enrollment during that time frame, and his competent execution of such could have earned for him a repeat appointment for the AD 6 to 7 census. See Archer, 1982, page 366. It is plausible. Notice also that Luke did not use the term legatus, the normal title for a Roman governor. He used the verb-noun form of hegemon that was used for a propraetor, senatorial governor, or procurator like Pontius Pilate, or quaestor, imperial commissioner, McGarvey and Pendleton, and page 28. After providing a thorough summary of the historical and archaeological data pertaining to this question, Finnegan concluded, quote, thus the situation presupposed in Luke 2:3 seems entirely plausible. The point is that there was definitely a taxing during this time, and therefore quite likely an associated census, the details of which may have been common knowledge in Luke's time, but are now mostly lost to us. Atheists at one time doubted the Hittites, King Belshazzar, and Pontius Pilate, because no outside historical or archaeological documents supported the existence of any of those people. Then new discoveries came up over the decades, proving their existence and vindicating the Bible. But of course, committed and faithful and arrogant atheists never learn, but just repeat the mistakes. Skeptics frequently level charges against Luke and the other Bible writers on the basis of arguments from silence. They fail to distinguish between a genuine contradiction on the one hand and insufficient evidence from which to draw a firm conclusion on the other. A contradiction exists when two statements or facts cannot both be true, at least not at the same time. Committed atheists frequently make the mistake of issuing the charge of contradiction against the Bible writers when two statements or facts simply offer alternate information in certain points or details.